Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Welcome back to our blind playthrough of the Chants of Sennaar. And just a reminder, because we're probably, I'm imagining, getting close to the end of this game at this stage, that nevertheless, this is still a blind playthrough. I don't know how many episodes are left in this. Will this be the end? Will the next episode be the end? I don't know. But let's make sure that we're all making sure that we keep me as blind as possible in this game, so that I can still have all of my crazy theories and still wonder about what's going to happen and all of that sort of stuff. Now, our monster here is waiting on all of these smart alchemists to, help transform them back to a colleague, back into an alchemist colleague, I think. And good luck to them, I guess. I guess we just have to wish them good luck on their journey. I mean, given how long it took them and they weren't actually successful in making a single key, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, good luck to everybody here. But I think we have to leave them. So, I do actually want to explore more of this area. However, I think the smartest thing for us to do, right, is to go and finish this to complete our full circle in one sense with this game. And I'm trying to remember which way I'm going. This way? Close, yeah, because we sort of want to go to the top of the library. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm thinking of the terminal. Yeah, we want to go back to the terminal, and we want to complete this final translation between the alchemists and the devotees, which is super interesting. And I'm so curious about how that's going to change the tower. Like, in this level so far that I've seen, I haven't looked everywhere yet, but I'll do that afterwards. But we have bards here, we have warriors here, which is pretty cool. I don't know if this next change is going to create changes on this level as well. Oh. So we need to head down to our very first terminal. It feels really poetic. I'm really, really glad that this is the final one I'm doing. It feels nice. It feels right. It feels correct. I'm kind of sad about finishing this though, because I know that we all feel the same way, right? Like, I mean, my one criticism of this game is just, I wish there was more of it. Like, I wish it was longer. I enjoy this so much. I could handle this being 2 or 3 or 4 times longer easily, or more, honestly. But obviously, I'm not going to get into a review at this stage, but like I got all of these feelings, I got all of these feelings about this game. I got all of these emotions about this game, and I have all this respect, huge respect for the creators and the developers and all of the craftspeople who put this game together, because it's such a triumph. It's such a triumph. It is truly, you can feel the love that went into this game, and that's one of the most joyous things about playing games, right? Is feeling that, feeling the love that has gone into a collaborative piece of art. All right. Anyway, what we're gonna do? You help me. Plants are dying. I don't want plants to die. This is so cool. Because this was kind of the first. It's kind of the first sign of trouble that we came across. The plants dying. And the men and people and the devotees having a hard time of it. And here we're asking our second last community that we've discovered in this tower, the people obsessed with knowledge, etc., to help out. I mean, they're quite busy in a sense. It's probably still trying to figure out keys, trying to figure out how to transform a monster back into an alchemist, and also lunchtime is probably taking up a really big part of their day. But maybe they'll be able to help with the plants as well, or at least begin efforts to start helping with the plants. I'm very curious about what changes will occur after this, especially since it will be our final link. Okay, Rebecca, just do the translation. You help me, plants are dying. I don't want plants to die. You help me. You is... This one is me. You is down here. Okay. I think this is pretty straight, right? You. That's plant. Help, the circle one. Yeah, I quite like this. It's really grown on me, this one, as a symbol for help. Something actually, without even necessarily being able to explain it. There's something in the movement of the character that feels kind of right. Just this smooth, sweeping circularity. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's to do with somebody protecting somebody else. I don't know. It feels right. You. Help me. Plants die. Plant. Plural. Die. What was the last one again? I don't want plants to die. Is this one as simple? Which one was not? This one. I remembered it was across. Yeah, across. Like a line across. I don't want. I cannot remember at all right now. Want. There we go. It's one of our earliest characters. That's why I've kind of forgotten it. You know, in a weird counterintuitive way. I don't want plants. Death. Excuse me. I will help you. Of course they will. I will create a formula. Of course you will. I mean, you know, like, there could be so... You don't even really know the nature of the problem, do you? It's so funny that they've jumped straight to a solution. Rather than going, I'll come and investigate. Like, let's find out what the source of the issue is, you know? Maybe we need to invent... Maybe you guys need, like, a really good, well-designed sort of hydraulic system to help water the plants, you know? Maybe we could invent a kind of... you know, a greenhouse system. I don't, you know, like, who knows? Maybe, you know, the plants need, what's the word? It's a gardening word. Maybe the plants need a gardening chemical. It's good enough. That's how this game would phrase it. So I will help you. Now we're going back into devotee language. Our original... I mean, it's not my character's original language, I don't think. I still don't know. Do we have an original language? Maybe if we've been... Alright, here's the thought. If we've been made, maybe our original language, in a sense, is actually the Anchorist language. Because if we were created by them, or maybe in a sense we just simply have no language. But for me, the player, this is my original language. I feel the closest to devotee language. Doesn't mean I can remember all of this. Anyway, I will help you. Okay, me, help, no, that's make, create. What was help again? That's talk, because, yep. I found this muse, instrument, pot. What was help? Those are places. Find. Abby. I can remember almost every single one, but I can't, off the top of my head, remember help. Seek, want. Yeah. Where did we even find help the first time? I've come across it so much in so many different languages. Is the reason I can't recall it because there isn't actually a word for help here? Is that what's happening? Oh no, it's right there. It's the last one I considered. It's the last one I looked at and considered. Okay. I totally forgot this one. I will help you. I will create a formula. Now this is interesting. Hang on. Without even really looking, how am I doing formula? How am I doing formula? We're gonna have to use, it's gonna have to be one character because we're gonna have to use I will. But what is the proxy for formula going to be? I mean, we have lens, we have our places, we have, you know, create, music, instrument, plant, formula. What do we have? So anyway, I create, like, Abby, find, see, warrior, upgrade, talk, I create a god. Dead plant. This is interesting. Door? Like a door to knowledge? The god of knowledge? No. Preacher. Pot. Potion. Of course. Finally, potion. I mean, it's obviously it's not a... It's a bit of a stretch as a concept, but you can see it making sense. Potion! Potion! We hardly used potion in the game, so it's actually really satisfying that it ends up being maybe the final, I don't know, you know, like maybe the final kind of key devotee word that we use, at least for all of this anyway, at least for these connections. We've connected all the peoples to all the other peoples. We have fully... Something has changed in the tower again, and we have a full shape here. We have a full shape here. So I assume, if I could turn this thing around myself, I assume I could get this to more or less look like the valuable character in each of the languages, I think.
Yo.
Yo. Hang on. Oh.
Yo.
These two are meant to be together. Like, there's just something similar about these two, right? Like, their look, their dress, there's something about their approach to life. You know, like quiet reverence for knowledge, I think, and philosophy. Though a little bit different, perhaps, the perspective on philosophy versus practical knowledge. But anyway, feels just the way they look. I don't know. It all feels right. Feels right. So, okay, so I think we absolutely have to check out both the devotee and the alchemist tiers. I assume that we're going to see alchemists here because they're coming to help. I mean, they do say they're going to create a formula, which they might do from their lab. So it might be devotees being there and watching over it. But I would assume... Surely we're going to have some alchemists here in the devotee tier. So, maybe in the garden, right? Maybe in the garden. Nevertheless, like, I feel like this is my chance to just... to do a full sweep. Of the tower. And I'm assuming we probably... I've got to say hello to my original guy.
Oh.
Hello. Well, I can't say hello back to you, but hopefully you understand. Hopefully you understand that for some reason I'm a silent person. See, this is... Look at this, our first mural. Hopefully this is what we can now help them with. Okay, now, look, I don't think anything will have changed here, but I'm gonna have a look, just in case. funny. So rather than a formula, I mean, I guess from an alchemist perspective, right, a formula is to create kind of a potion. Sort of, right? Sort of a potion. So it makes a lot of sense. But it is also fundamentally different. It's a fundamentally different part of the idea. Okay, I know that there might be nothing down here. I know that it's very likely there's nothing down here. But it's important for me to just come and check. Because we've made a lot of changes to this tower. A lot of changes. And I do wonder if something could happen here back at the origins. Oh, first puzzle. First puzzle. Little water switches. Hello, it's been a while. How are you guys? This was, in a way, this was kind of first puzzle. This was sort of first understanding of basic mechanics. I always thought we would get across here. Maybe we still will. Who knows? And since I've come all the way back here... No, we will. Because look at that. Why would there be a lever there? There's stairs leading up to this lever. No, I reckon we're going to come here. I just feel it. I feel it in my character's bones. I do not even remember this being like this. Huh. I've totally forgotten what this first approach was like. I remember this. Yeah. Whoa. What do you think? What do you think about yourself? Did you learn something you didn't know? I learned something I didn't know about you. But did you learn something that you don't know about you? What do you think of this? What do you think of yourself? I wonder. You are a hero. You are a nice person. I hope you're proud of yourself. And I hope that the revelation from our anchorist friend wasn't an unpleasant one. But at the same time, it probably was, right? Probably, you have to imagine, given the circumstances, our person here did not know where they had originated. And then getting the revelation that the anchorists created us in some way. I mean, and who knows what creation even means, right? Who knows what creation even means? It might mean that they made us from nothing. It might mean a million things stemming from that idea. Excuse me. Yeah. Sip of my coffee. But it might also mean that they created us in a less kind of fundamental way. It might mean that there was sort of God, my voice. There was already some excuse me. Oh no, I hope that wasn't too loud. I'm really getting a croaky voice right now. It might mean that there was something, they had effectively some clay to work with, which might even be like an already living person, right? What they've created is some way that they've influenced me. Hi. I have such affection for my first guy. My first friend. But let's say, so, you know, as we're walking around, I'm just going to have a little bit of a think about this. Let's say that we were created of nothing, and essentially, however we were created, let's say that the situation is that our sentience began at the beginning of the game. What do you think, Kitty? You're still, yeah. You're still doing well, you're still happy, and that's what matters, really. Oh, just thinking, feeling philosophical about life, sentience, origins. Who am I? What is this? But also calm, pleasant, content, happy, I think. That's how I'm reading things. I don't think that room is going to have changed. So, yeah, nothing changed here. So let's say that first moment at the beginning of the game is the beginning of sentience. I am going to... start from here. Oh, sorry about this. My my voice. If it's the beginning of sentience for my character, then they have done very, very, like, they've done unbelievably well in the way they've conducted themselves, right? Like, they've launched straight into... Ah, that's just what I was expecting. So we can't converse with you anymore, but you're busy studying the situation and helping to... is everything revived, actually? Hang on. Everything is revived because there was way more. Yeah. Oh, jeez. You guys act quick. I'm surprised you couldn't figure out that key. It was complicated, but I'm surprised. I guess what I mean is I'm surprised that fixing the plants wasn't more complicated. Unless, of course, they said, like, like, we're creating a formula and actually... Oh, memories. I found the lens found God. I'm going to the cemetery. I'm going up. I found the lens. The lens found God. I'm going to the cemetery. I'm going up, preacher. Poor preacher went down. That's what's so sad. I mean, that's part of what's so sad about this. The preacher thought he was going up and he went down. Potions. Somehow this feels even more important. But what I was going to say is, what if instead of creating some complicated formula, the guy just came and watered the plants? The guy was like, I notice everything is really dry. Like, were these... Oh, man, now I can't remember because this is a detail I didn't really take in. Were these fountains going before? Is it simply that he watered them? Did he simply come and water them? Which in itself is a miracle because it was like, I don't know, it can't have been more than 5 minutes ago that I allowed you guys to communicate. Not only has this guy made it down here, figured out the problem, applied it, and then the plants have... I mean, dead plants can't totally dry and dead plants can't just revive into lush green living plants, right? So this is a miracle. This is a very layered miracle. This is very layered. Anyway, very impressive. I thought, sort of like the monster, they would just be working on the problem, but no. Solved. Truly incredible. And it does just seem to be that one alchemist. So, I wondered if maybe... No, I thought since this is a potion shop, maybe they would show alchemists here, you know, like interested in like what the potions were. I love the... I'm happy to see this any number of times. This one makes me really happy. It's just really delightful. This guy's just happy being with his pots. No one buying instruments either. Yeah, anyway, to go back to my theory of origins. Did I come in this way? I'm already lost. I came in this way, didn't I? Yeah. So let's actually go this way. Yeah, like if we just this is where I wanted to go. I haven't actually returned back to this room over here, so I wanted to make sure I did this. I don't think anything will have changed here, but it is a room that I just haven't come back to in a very long time. Nope, that's it. Where's our boy? Where's our boy gone? I guess a lot of people just live here, right? Like there's so many buildings. They're all just kind of indoors or hanging out in other areas that I can't get to. Hey, so nice to see you guys and your sweet potatoes. Yeah, like if we came in, sorry, I've said this, like I started saying this 10,000 times. I'm getting really distracted, obviously, because that's what I'm here to do. if we came into sentience at the beginning of this game, like, we've done marvelously. We've immediately engaged with, you know, different, like, civilizations. We've gone around solving puzzles, and we have helped them all. We have helped them all to communicate. We've discovered, like, missing people. We've, you know, it's incredible. We've opened gateways between, you know, divided communities. If we did all of this as a kind of a blank, you know, sentient person, I mean, like, truly, wow. Wow. Alright, I think just rather than going, like, through that area, because I don't think, you know, it never seemed like a place that would be populated. I'm just going to terminal over. Terminal, is that a sick plant? Maybe? Or is it just dark in here? Might need some alchemists over here. Stat. Is this the one? This is the one. Okay. Now, I don't expect anything would have changed in the warrior area, but I just thought I'd have a little peek because, like, we have seen, you know, like, some people kind of moving through different areas, devotees in particular. These guys are still, they've been here a long time contemplating this. I reckon that warrior there watching them is nervous. Oh man, they're not really, like, processing and moving on. They're plotting potentially. I hadn't come back to this room for a long time, so I thought that was worth checking in case, like, there were people here trying stuff on, making fun of their costumes, I don't know. And I hadn't really come back here. Whee! Like, what is this? There's nowhere to go. Are these little doors down here? Dun 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 dun. Now that I've heard that this walking rhythm is the same as that music, I simply cannot unhear it. I simply cannot unhear it. Okay, so I kind of think everything here will be the same. But I actually think rather than the terminal, I'm just going to go straight through. Yeah. Man, these guys put on a good show. That's been going for ages. That's not a couple of hours. Probably didn't even bother having an opening act. Is it worth... So, by the way, because I'm not checking out absolutely everything, and it is possible that there's something I've sort of missed, do let me know when we finish, like when we actually finish with this playthrough. You know, please feel free to let me know if I've missed anything, and you know, I'm happy to go back and check it. I don't know how, like, the save file is going to work, but you know, I'll figure out some way to do it, even if it's like a really quick sort of replay, because obviously with the knowledge, I think it probably wouldn't take too long to play through the game. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but the devotees are spending a long time contemplating their oppression, as they have every right to. I just wonder what's going on. I wonder, like, what they're talking about. This is so cool. It's really nice to see this again. It's a spectacular machine. Yeah. What a cool moment. This is so nice to kind of, like, just remember how amazing all of these Whoa! That thing happened again. Alright. I don't believe that my character was just like doesn't have some sort of other sense of who they are, because they have a magical power which is suddenly going at breakneck speed I think that we must be something more than we know, you know? Hooray! Let's go on a lovely Meccano boat ride. I also don't expect that there's anything in particular in this area that I haven't already seen, because I don't think it's, you know, where we will have made the changes. But at the same time, like, I am curious, yeah, I don't know, just to have a little waltz around a couple of areas. Monkey. These guys, they haven't figured anything out. Just go down the stairs, dudes. I don't know, man. At some point, you got to take initiative, right? Surely, hunger and thirst would be a really good motivator for that. Like, look at this. There's a fountain right up here. Isn't this what you were drinking? I don't know. It all seems the same. Gosh, that's lovely. Ah, you guys are great. You guys are great. Never change. Amazing. Amazing. And yeah. So, yeah, for the most part, a lot of people here, like, they, you know, there's nothing wrong. There was everything wrong with their exclusion and with their snobbiness, but there's nothing wrong with their appreciation, you know, in a general sense. There's nothing wrong with their appreciation of art and beauty, right? There's nothing wrong with the fact that they're enjoying painting, they're enjoying music. Some of them are sharing it. And in fact, they were always willing to... oh, it happened again. You know, they were always willing to share it. Okay, I don't expect any changes in this area that I haven't already seen. And it could be that, like, I don't know, there's something I'm missing in, like, the underground or something like that. But I had to come back here for at least one reason. Thank you. That's given me so much. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but this brother also has a missing bit of line work on their outfit, dress, skirt there. Suspicious, but it doesn't matter. I love them. Okay, I'm gonna pop my head into the theater just for a second, just in case. Oh, it's not actually into the theater. You know what? Never mind. It's too much effort. It's too much effort. There's so many... from here, there's so many ways to the theater as well. But no, look, I don't think anything has changed here. So we'll move up. Now that one is Monster Town, I believe. This one? I always get a little bit lost with these because they start not being equivalent to the tiers that they're on, I think. Or, well, this one is... I mean, it makes sense because this one is low down. It's in a mine. But... yeah, like, it doesn't make sense with the way I understand each tier representing, like, a different community, if you get me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody would be in the mine, so... again, this could be where I'm missing something. Music. Yeah. All right, and we don't need to get crushed to death again. You never know. It's good to check. But here's the other thing to consider. If our character didn't begin their sentience at the beginning of the game, if they already have a past, a history, a sense of self in some way, then that's a whole, it's kind of interesting that I always feel like we're on like a sort of a track together. That's kind of interesting to think about. You know, like, who do we see as ourselves throughout this game? And very importantly, what are we going to after we, I don't know, you know, like, get to the end of this journey? What are we going to? Where are we going? What will we do with ourselves? Will we have freedom? Will we, you know, like create more, will we create like more explicit connections? I.e., will we talk to people? Will we settle down somewhere on one of the levels? Will we leave the tower? Will we go and solve language puzzles in a different tower? Or indeed a non-tower? Will we take a boat and sail the seas? Like the warriors did. This is to our machine, yeah? Ah, this is to the gate. This is to the machine. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if we're gonna see any devotees here, since it seemed mainly like it was a call to... But then again, the devotees just do sort of seem to move through the tower and explore. Like, they're just kind of motivated to see more. So I can imagine them being here for just that reason alone. Let's try up. Yeah, like what does their character want? Who do they see themselves as? What would they like to do with their life after all of this adventuring? So that just brings us back down here. This is just to the door. I mean, there's a couple of other areas, but I don't know if I have any high hope of seeing changes there, particularly devotees. I kind of think we might have seen all of it. It is dinner time! So let's go. It's the perfect time. The perfect time to just have a little check-in here. Maybe the devotee's getting some lunch. Not yet, but when they find this place, they'll be thrilled, because there's like no food anywhere else. It's like no food anywhere except here. Okay. Where did the elevator go again? I might just have one last little check into the labs to see if any devotees have gone. Since what they were doing essentially what involved science, maybe we've seen the end of that scientific discovery, but maybe the beginning of it actually, you know, forgetting about the amount of time that it would have taken, and all of this occurred within like a 5-minute period. Maybe this is the beginning of the scientific discovery here. Maybe there's, you know, plant science going on up here now. No, not in here. This is transformation science. No, not here. Okay. So maybe that is that. I'd be surprised if there were devotees hanging out in the scary monster room. But it is very cool. It's one of the coolest rooms in the game, honestly. Really excellent story, like environmental storytelling in there. It's nice and subtle. It's like, in a way, it's sort of not subtle because it's a very dramatic scene, you know, where a giant, terrible explosion has occurred. And someone, at least in some way, has clearly been hurt. But I think, like, you know, the actual cues about the person turning into the monster are very subtle, and it's like really wondrous to sort of to discover that. All right, okay. I reckon I've done, you know, as good a job as I can without being completely systematic about checking around. But yeah, do let me know if I've missed anything. Now, back up to our final terminal. I have no idea what we're going to find up here. I know that we have to go through the big gate, but obviously I want to have a little look around up here as well, because like I've got to see if there has been any changes here. Does anyone else come to this tier? And this. I was really conscious that I hadn't come back to see what this says. I thought this would be the title of the tower, but no. We welcome the peoples of the tower. How fascinating. A message of welcome. A message of welcome that turned to exile. We welcome the peoples of the tower. I wonder what will happen. I wonder what will happen when we go through this gate. So there doesn't seem to be any changes here yet. Now, how about if I come and talk to our friend here again? We get this amazing music. Hello? What? They're gone. I've done it. Did you go? Are you at the gate? Are you at the gate? So what does this look like now? Oh, I guess it looks the same. Okay. I thought maybe since we had, you know, like gone through the doors now, maybe they'd be like checked off or something. But no, it's just a static model. All right, our guy has gone. Where? Maybe he's waiting for us, or maybe they're waiting for us at the big gate, or maybe even beyond the gate. Maybe they themselves have taken the opportunity to go through. My Q-Bert steps. Ah. Now that's interesting, because I feel like I turned off all of the terminals, which meant that all of these lasers in each of the, you know, beyond each of the blue doors turned off. So I thought maybe here it might be off, but no, it continues. It continues. Okay, now last time we were here, we came here early, and our guy was on the screen going like, no, don't go through here yet. But now they are not in their lab. So I'm curious to see if they appear here again, or if not. Or if something else. Nothing. Okay. Alright, just had to pause, but here we go. Here we go. The big moment. I'm actually a little bit nervous. I don't know what's going to happen. Go! Deploy key! Now, is this going to turn into stairs? What? Why? Huh? Was that meant to happen? What? So that's like, oh my god. Huh. Huh. That's such an interesting moment. So that was like us. So I guess that's kind of confirmation that, like, although it was like sort of, you know, heavily implied, and I suppose it was always the first thing. It was always the first thing I suppose I thought of as things about us were revealed, it does seem that that was kind of pretty clear confirmation that, yeah, we're sort of a, we're kind of, I don't know if saying I'm a digital being is right. And if I am, what does that say about the world that I'm a part of? Is this a digital world, you know? Which again would be the perfect explanation for why the sun can be turned off on one level and not others, if indeed something like that is the case. But definitely I have some, let's put it this way, I have some kind of existence that is based on a computer of some kind. So that's interesting. That's especially interesting to get right after I'd been like really musing on the nature of my existence. And so I guess, here's the other reason why that was an interesting moment. It's not just because of the kind of the reveal of us kind of coming back online there, but it's what us coming back online after that scenario sort of implies to me is that we may, perhaps what this means is that in game we have been dying and just coming back online after we die, if you get me. We actually have, so it's not just that death is the way it is in a typical video game sense, where like, you know, whoops, you did the wrong thing, your character, game over, and you kind of get rolled back into a previous moment of space-time within the game. So in that sense, a non-diegetic death. But maybe what this means, because this appears to have happened, we do appear to have been lasered by robots and, you know, in whatever sense, killed, gone offline, and then woken up after that fact in a new state, alive. The robots have gone back in the doors, and now we're alive again. We have come back online. So I wonder, yeah, if this is saying that all of our previous deaths, like with the monster, with the falling rocks, it was the same thing. We were actually dying diegetically and coming back. So like, for example, another character, to put it another way, another character in this world, if they had watched us getting killed by the monster, or indeed, let's use the monster as an example. The monster killed us and then perhaps saw us come back and was like, oh, what? I got to do this again? Killed us again, and then saw us walk back into the room and was like, what is going on here? Is there, how many of this guy are there? Maybe the monster thought they were killing multiple people. Ooh, we're going up, everybody. We're going up. We're going to greatness. This is very somber. Dun, 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 dun. Pretty. Those are excellent clouds. Very real. Like, it's weird that we're getting kind of these realistic clouds. It's strikingly different from the way the outside environment is depicted, say, in the devotee, like when we look at the vistas in the devotee tier or at the vista in the bard tier. These are like really realistic clouds. Hello? But what if I go over here? I thought maybe it would give us a look, but no. Oops, sorry. I was busy looking all through on the screen, ran my guy into a column. It's all right. If I hurt him, he'll come back. The proper top of the tower. Obviously, I have to go straight down here. Have we just gone straight back to the exact same? So it's just that this. So we're assuming these stairs lead to, in a place we can't see, lead to two divergent stairs. Yeah. Where we can either come up here or come up here. Okay. We get to a fork in the road down there. Oh, I'm nervous. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Are we going to be struck by lightning? Again? Oh. Ah, it's struggling. What are we doing? What did we do? What have we done? That's it? Oh, unexpected. We begin again? Ah, but what? What? Why was that in? Hang on. Was that text there? Because it had like the symbol for exile in it. Was that text there the way it was at the actual beginning of the game? I don't know if I've just experienced the actual end of the game and I've just gone back to the start, or if something is different here. Dun 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 dun. Ah, maybe I have experienced the end of the game. Maybe I've experienced the end of the game and we never use this lever here. It's okay. But, I mean, hang on, no. Like, I knew it. Alright, guys, I should have said this out loud. When we were on this screen, I was busy, you know, the problem... Yeah. Stuff is all wrong, right? Stuff is all wrong. I was like, why are those arches like that? I didn't say it out loud because my mouth was busy talking about something else. But my brain was going, were those arches like that? Okay. Alright, we understand. We understand what we're dealing with here. The world is glitched. The world is glitched. There's staircases in weird places. This is so fun. Oh, it's David Bowie in Labyrinth time. Yeah, it's David Bowie in Labyrinth time. Which is the second time I've made that reference in this playthrough. Is this gonna work? Is the language gonna be messed up? It is. It is. It's like AI made this world. It can't get writing correct. Which is depressing. Which is depressing to think about. Okay, and we can't get the door open, so we're stuck here forever. God, this is so interesting. Whoa, so maybe we just simply go back and things are... Aha! My boy, or should I assume boy? Why did I make that assumption? My child! This could easily be a girl. Like, or, you know, any other gender. Come here. My kid, buddy. I knew it. So obsessed with whether we were going to use this lever or not. From the very beginning of the game. I was like, are we getting over this staircase? And I truly so strongly believed we would. I believed we must come back here at some point. I didn't realize it was going to be all the way at the end of the game. Or I at least considered that it might be, but, you know, it could have been... I didn't know what I was in for at that stage. Hang on, my little guy. Hang on. I just got to run around excitedly, a bit like a dog. That's how I got to get the excitement and the emotions out here. All right. Ooh. So that's us, right? Like, that's our experiencing that glitch there. So that kind of makes me a bit worried about our health. So I feel like the pot maker has gone to town in here. We can't do anything with this. I'm just kind of curious because I know we're in a sort of a glitched reality here. I'm just curious to sort of try some things. Okay. So I feel like the implication is like, there's too many pots in this room. But actually it would be quite normal to store pots there, right? Aha! Our kid friend. Now it's interesting that we can look at these just to see the word. Okay. We can't have a chat to you, and there's a giant hole in multiple places. I know we're meant to look at this. I know we're meant to look at this, but I have to try going in here. Oh, the music. And also, are those eyes? Are those red eyes down there? So I'm thinking maybe actually we do check this. We realize we can't go forward and then we go out that door. So let's look at this. Oh, we are exiled apparently. So we've, there are a couple of legible characters there though. Do you, what would the task be here? So this is looking at the mural. This is looking at the mural in the warrior area. And so is that's why there are some characters there, because those are the characters that are on the mural. But what is it asking for? So it says not warrior. Oh, no, sorry, it says warriors. Warriors. Well, what part of the mural is this? I guess we're looking at the very end of it, right? Except the picture should not be this. Yeah, no, okay, alright. I can just slightly see their version. Or just over on like the right hand side, I can see their version of the impure devotees that look like little weird little gremlins. So maybe it's actually the warriors push, but I don't have enough characters for warriors push the devotees, because I would need to pluralize them both. Where do we get push? Where do we get push? Here we go, because it was, yeah, sort of like near the carts. The warriors push the impure. Let's just try impure without a plural. Which... this. No. Okay. Alright, that was my best guess. Okay. So maybe we can't do this yet. And maybe I have to go up here. Maybe I can do it now. But let's go have a look. What's down there? Yeah, sideways doors. This is so cool. This must have been really... I can't help but think this must have been really fun to sort of to remake these levels. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. What's going on here? Ah, so this is the actual answer then, yeah? Maybe this is it. The warriors are playing... Sorry, the impure are playing music. Is everything else the same? The call. The chosen ones. The warriors building the fortress. But this is the impure. Oh, and there's a garbled character there. The impure, it's music. The impure one's making music. So this is so interesting because this change reflects what they discovered through our translation in the terminal. The impure ones making music. So that'll be our 4 characters. This is fascinating. This is so well done. Because I am legit, like, destabilized. The world is destabilized. I am what? Okay, speaking of destabilize, the ground just fell from beneath me. Oh, no! No! Are they coming? Oh my god, this is a horror game again. It's turned into a horror game. Oh, my guy ran away! I didn't even do that. Hang on. I swear he went, like, I didn't even touch the controller. They went back in by themselves. Ah, oh my god. I'm sorry. I have to try. Oh. Ah. That's interesting. We come all the way back here. Now that's convenient for being able to put the message in. We should really chat to this child. I guess we don't talk to anyone though. We facilitate, I mean, we facilitate communication generally. We don't speak directly. I know I meant to, oh, look at how you can see like an extra staircase through there. Damn man, so cool. So cool. I know I just need to put that message in, but like I'm just a bit obsessed with this scene. It's terrifying. This is just like discovering the monster all over again, except even more. Now it's a concept horror, right? Before it was just monster horror. I don't even know what I'm doing. I just kind of want to experience it again. It is so bizarre. It is so bizarre. This is wild. This is wild. Do you have any words for me? I can't really talk to you, but do you have anything to say to me? Alright. So I'm sure that what we need here is the impure making music. So instrument making music. Hey! I feel so chuffed when I please the kid. Weird kind of validation I seek. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. No, my brothers! My brothers are gone! Oh, please let them be okay. My brothers! Look at the columns. That's so good. That's so good. And this is so incredibly effective because the levels, like the level design, how can I describe this? Like the level design everywhere has been really creative, really interesting, obviously a lot of diversity, but everywhere has been so well put together. You know, in a sense, it's almost like everything is very neat. Everything is very neat everywhere. You know, all of the level design is just so, it's just so, you know, it's just so. And so to see like columns like this going through walls and floors, I can't think of a better way to put it than it feels so creepy and yeah, destabilizing. It's unnerving. It's unnerving and but awesome. So awesome. So awesome. This is... I didn't know. I really didn't know, and that's kind of why I didn't have much to say about it. I really didn't know what was going to happen when we went up those stairs to the top of the tower. I didn't know what we were going to see there, because I've had so many different ideas. It could have been anything. It could have been that there's the kind of the machine that we saw, like the transformer, you know, face could have been up there. There could have been some other manifestation of like a power or god. We could have seen something to do with the weather up there. We could have found... I was kind of expecting that we would meet our anchorist guy, you know, like, I don't know, but I didn't really have any big inkling. Nothing really pushed me in any particular direction of going, oh, this is what we're going to find. So I was really going up full of just like just curiosity, just like how will this get tied up, like where does this go, you know? And I had no idea obviously I had no idea that anything like this was going to happen. Even thinking, you know, at various times, like, oh, are we in a digital world? Like, am I a digital, you know, entity? Didn't send me down this pathway. So this is so incredibly delightful and unnerving and creepy in the best possible way. I'm absolutely loving this. So I am gonna have to leave this episode here, guys, because it's time and I have to finish it up. I guess again I'm in the same bucket of like, I don't know how much more there is to go. Please don't let me know, like let me discover everything that's going to be in front of me on my own. And I think, you know, that's definitely like the most fun for everybody. But I'm just kind of expressing to you, like, I don't know. I don't know what's in front of us. This is sometimes the tricky thing, is like, I don't know how much more there's going to be. I don't know if there's one episode ahead of us. I don't know if there's a couple of more episodes ahead of us. I don't know if there's a half episode, but either way, it's going to have to be in the next episode. I'm so sorry. This is very fun. Wow. I am impressed. And I was already like kind of at the top of like my feelings of impressed with this game, but I am, yeah. This is super cool. I don't know what to expect. I'm just going blindly. I'm just going blindly forward with wonderment and confusion and interest. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm so curious. What's going to be in front of us. Thank you so much for watching. Do something very nice for yourself. Take care. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.